Hello, everyone. I am Kerrie J White from Multidimensional Quantum Healing. I just thought I'd share today that I have finally completed teaching all 3 levels of my workshops. So back in, I think it was pretty much February or March 2020, I sat down and I started writing what would be the most benefit. How would people be able to access more of themselves? How would they be able to heal themselves the quickest way possible? And what is the easiest and most powerful way to do this? And that's when I sat down and started writing heading after heading of what I didn't really realize how much I actually knew or what I was doing. For those of you who know me, I've been on this journey for quite a long while now. It began with my thyroid stopped functioning. And yes, I went into a deep depression and my whole health went downhill. Then accessing and clearing my body out. And then as I was clearing my body out, I got more and more in tune with my senses, the extra senses, and realized that they were actually a thing, that was allowing me to access and find emotional energy, mental energy, and energies from past lives, entities, interdimensional realities that were interfering with my day-to-day reality and interfering with my health at the time. So as I started to clear all this energy away, I became healthier and healthier and happier and happier. And that's when I started working on more and more people, where I'd have friends that would literally be like, "Oh, you're looking so well now." And I was like, "Yep, I'm doing this thing. I'm not sure what it's called." And that's where I developed the name Multidimensional Quantum Healing. Bit of a mouthful, but it seems to just be able to incorporate everything that I'm currently doing and now teaching. So when I was learning as well, it was very hard to find a workshop that would fully satisfy me, I suppose is the word. I was always left feeling a bit like I want to know more, I want to do more. So when I developed my workshop, I wanted to kind of overgive. I wanted to give so much information, but not in a way that overwhelms, in a way that can be integrated as a remembrance, as a remembering what you can do as an activation of the senses through this guided teaching that I do. So my teaching is in a very guided way. I do hand out booklets which contain the writings, the information, the processes, and I'm very visual. So I write this down and I create images that go with the images that I see in my mind. And yeah, I just thought I'd share this today because I've now, when I created it back then, I didn't realize that I would be doing 3 workshops. So the first workshop goes deep into the connection, creating energy and frequency, connecting into your own body, feeling what you can hold as a vibration, what you can create as a vibration within yourself. And then from there, we go into all kinds of things now it was initially called the foundations, and it still kind of is. But it's literally my level 1 workshop now. And the foundations is really all that you need to completely transform not just your health, but your complete reality into career, relationships, life itself. And we go into clearing out the chakras, the energy bodies, which you read a little bit listed. There's so much on there. Going through into past lives. We do entity removal, and we do the quantum ancestral DNA process that I guide you through. And this is all in one day. And you might think, yes, this is a lot. And that's why I do call it an intensive workshop. But those of you that are capable, those of you that feel the calling, you will know it's for you. and trust that. And from there, I then created level 2, and this goes more into more of a kind of a real deep cleansing. It's more of an embodiment of the soul, bringing the soul back into alignment with the flesh on this journey of becoming the most spiritual being, but in the gift of the body, the power of the body, the power of this beautiful body that we are. And we go into allergies or contaminants and removing these from the body, allowing the body to be reprogrammed to function in a different way with certain allergens. We go into regeneration of the organs, closing of portals, inner child. I go a little bit more into prosperity and accessing the energy that is already rightfully yours, into soul shard retrieval, and into womb healing. There's a huge story about the womb healing, really, but I don't know if I'm going to share it right here, right now, but it does give you the sovereignty to be able to control your menstrual cycles. A little bit like Wim Hof, where he can control the temperature of his body with the cold. You can actually control your organs even down to your womb, in deciding where you take sovereignty back of your menstrual cycles, whether you want to lose the life force energy every single month or whether you want to maintain that and hold that frequency within yourself. Again, it's free will, and the processes will allow you to access your own free will, not to be manipulated and controlled by outside energies. And then I didn't really know whether I was going to teach any more workshops, but I already had a huge list that I created back in 2020. And then this year, 2023, I finally pulled it together because I had so many different images. So it was like I already knew kind of the basics of what I was going to teach, but the images were a bit more, they had to be a little bit more precise. As you know, an image speaks 1,000 words, and I'm very much imagery as well. So within the level 3 workshop, we go through into the J seal removal, so removing seals within the body, third eye, rebuilding the third eye and how it connects, into meridians, into the lymphatic system, pain pressure points. I do a process called energetic money acceptance, which is basically more or less, again, connecting you into your higher essence, your own energy that is already rightfully yours. Moving through into mental and life blocks or phobias. So I guide through this process as well. We also go into how to call in different people into your business as well. If you have a healing business or your own business of any kind, it doesn't really matter if it's not healing. And all of these processes, it doesn't matter whether you are already in the energy realm, whether you're already a healer of some kind. We have people from all backgrounds. Sometimes even have workshops that are pretty much 50-50, male, female as well now. I do run them. I like to run in small groups so I can really get a feel for your energies, and it also gives you a lot more support on the day. And I do run these in person or online as well. So just excited to just share that with you, give you a little bit of more of an update of all the different workshops that I now teach or guide. I do feel like it's more guiding you back to remembrance than teaching. So yeah, I will leave the link for the website in the comments. I'll also leave some images that explain a little bit more about what I do. And you can also find this all on the website, which is multidimensionalquantumhealing.com. I am based in Perth, Australia, but I do clients all around the world. I have a few people in America, the UK, and as you may hear from my accent, I am actually from Manchester, England. But I've lived in Australia now for, well, since 2007. And it's a beautiful country to live in, but I am very worldwide with my work. Feel free to get in contact, whether it be for a one-on-one personal healing, a couples session, or one of my workshops. I look forward to working with you or meeting you in the future if my work resonates with you. And thank you and goodbye.